How many of you like stories? Well, this is going to be a day of stories. So I'm going to start out with the children's story, and then the rest of you get stories, but you can listen to this one too. I heard this one a long time ago, and it's one of my favorite stories. And it's a story about a man who was a hunter, but he only hunted things that were dangerous to people and animals. And this was in Africa. Now, what suppose is a creature over in Africa that likes to kill things? A lion. Good guess. Yes. And sometimes with the lions, when they get a little bit old and they don't have anybody to help them hunt, they start killing cows and they start killing goats. And that doesn't make the people very happy. So that's what happened. And this little village called the government hunter. And they said, we have a problem with this lion. Would you come and take care of this lion? So the hunter did. He went out and he went to sleep. But early in the morning, just about dawn, somebody comes running in and said, the lion's right over there. Well, the hunter thought, wow, I don't have to track him down. He's right over there. So he jumped up and he pulled on his clothes and he grabbed his rifle and out the door he went. Are you listening to me, Fox? Oh, you're looking up there. I was wondering, something was up there. And he took his helper with him, and out the door they go and out into the grass and the bush. And they came to this big log, and that's why I'm sitting down. The hunter sat down on the log, and he said, well, I better load my rifle, because he always kept his rifle unloaded. And he reached into his pockets, and he had put on the wrong pants. And the pants that had his bullets in it was back in the house. So he said to the helper, run back to the house and bring my bullets. I'll just wait right here. So the helper went running back to the house. And the hunter was sitting there. And then, because he was a real expert on animals, he noticed some movement in some bushes and grass right over there. And so he started watching that. And then he realized that it was a lion. And that lion was creeping closer to him. And he was sitting by himself on a log with no weapons. I mean, he had a rifle, but it had no bullets in it. The lion kept coming and coming, and the man just sat there perfectly still. But he knew a lot about lions. And he knew that this lion would come closer and closer, and then kind of crouch down, getting ready to run forward. And just before it would run forward, it would twitch his tail like this, kind of like a signal. Ready, set, go. So this hunter was perfectly motionless, watching the lion, every move. And he reached down and he grabbed a handful of dust in both hands. And then he came back up like this, and then he sat real still watching that lion. And sure enough, the lion stopped, and then he crouched down, and the man just watched him. And when he saw that tail twitch, the man said, "No! Go away! Go away!" And what do you suppose that lion did? He turned and ran away. It startled him so badly, I would have whistled, but I think some of you would have really jumped out of your seats. And the lion ran away. And you know what? There's a verse in my Bible that says something that you can remember, and it is found in 1 Peter chapter 4. And it talks about a lion. This is what Peter said. He says, be watchful, be very careful that you're watching, because your adversary, that's your enemy, the devil, walks around like a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. But the very next words he says this: resist him. Is that what the hunter did? What did the hunter say to the lion? No! No! Go away! No! Go away! Threw the dust up in the air. So if the devil comes along and he tempts you to say something nasty to somebody, or to hit somebody, or to push somebody, just say, no! Go away, devil! Go away. And the Bible says he will. Okay? All right. You can go back to your seats now.